Well, good evening, my... Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. Well, good evening, my fellow travelers on Spaceship Earth. It is I. And I am Guy. Hello, Sarge. I'm coming to you live from Applewood Station, where it's 21 degrees Celsius. Finally. Because it was like 27 degrees Celsius or something ridiculously stupid for the longest time, and I'm very over it. And I was remarkably over it, and I'm still over it. But now I'm better because it's no longer 21 degrees. So, this was a interesting start for the evening. It took us a lot longer because everything needed to be updated. Apparently, Facebook now needs a whole bunch of new keys and things like that to connect. And so Restream had completely disabled everything and turned everything off. Then OBS needed to update, and that was a thing. I'm hoping that right? We could just head down there to your starbase as well. It's all good. Your starbase is probably better armed than, Applewood Station. I'm just saying, Applewood Station is a little waylay station. Not a very big station. It's a little place. It's a good place, but it's little, It's not like a full-fledged starbase. Anyway, good to hear that you're actually set up and ready to go. I'm going to... You found all your field equipment. That's important, oddly. Speaking of field equipment, tomorrow is my first day at school for this semester. So let's prep up the aforementioned. So this is apparently a professional version of the 4-color. I'm not sure what professional version means. I mean, I'm looking at the non-professional here. And other than it is kind of a nice, sleek, black color. Look how, ooh. And, I mean, you can kind of see it's got a little, see here if I can show you this. It's got a little Bic cutout. Well, that's important, man. All right. But the thing is that this thing is full of pins and stuff that don't really need to be in here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and pull everything out. Because I ended up taking all of this stuff with me last year to school and back. And not all of it needs to go with me, just some of it. And probably should put these guys in here now. So, especially since I've got this little blue eraser, but the real truth is I love these OV12s much better. It's a much better eraser all the way across the board. Put it up here. And just a reminder, guys, in 2 weeks is NDK. Well, I'm going to make this. 2 weeks, guys. out of the Gaylord. Just so you know, I'm going to be doing a couple of panels out there. One on world building, one on dealing and living with ADHD. That's an important one. Good heavens, for all of us neurospicy folks. Keep these guys with me just because they're useful. The Gaylord, yeah. It's too big now for just a normal hotel. Can't do it at any ordinary hotel anymore. Has to be at the frickin' Gaylord. So, all right. Put those in there. Put those in there. You actually can live down here in the normal land. Like, I got this really cool little spot right there for you. All right. Right? It's totally fancy. All right. So, all of my pins, I'm going to take them all out. Good heavens. So many things. All right. Ruler. Check. We need rulers. Rulers are important. I also carry around a thick Sharpie because you never know, and a thin Sharpie. All of those are very useful things. And then I always carry this eraser just in case. It's always useful if you're ever doing something smaller than that. It's my blue line pen. So it's just in blue. This is blue pencil. And then here's my black pencil. All right. This is the pen that was given to me by Michael Burgess, who, I don't know, but I keep it because it's such a great pen. It actually is a lovely pen. Keep this pencil around because it's just a junk pencil, and you never know when you need a junk pencil. You know, junk pencils are useful. You know, the kind that you get from King Soopers or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with pencils from King Soopers, just that they're usually not the world's best. And of course, this guy's a brush. So you can see he's a brush. I carry a brush pen with me at all times. But I don't need all these other ones. So now, when dealing with just classes, the colors that I typically use on me are, and these are all the same critter, right? It's like I don't need 3 of the same critter. Why is it I did this to myself? All right. So, one of these has an extra orange. One of these has an extra yellow. This one has all the correct colors. Why did I do this to myself? No freaking clue. All right, this guy's going to start carrying all of the weird colors. So, what did I replace? I replaced the blue with the orange on this one. All right. So if you've ever wondered how to replace these guys, you can already see that yellow is seriously nuclear, which actually did not turn out as cool as I liked it to be, but that's okay. So when I take my notes in everything, I always take my notes with a different color representing a different concept or idea. And what that means is that I'm constantly swapping with these colors. So I love carrying 4-color pens because I can swap between these 4 colors, then rotate to these 4 colors, and then rotate to these 4 colors. And between the 3 of these, I will have, because some of them are repeats, between the 3 of these, I'll end up with 10 colors that I can use. And this guy has a lot of colors too. He's a a markedly more agile pen, but the problem is that he's only refillable with inks from Japan, which is harder to get. Not impossible, just more difficult. So I try to be a little bit more sparing with him, just in the off chance that it takes me a while to get back there, because you never really know, you know. Now, this guy, as you can see by the coloring of him, is one of my very, very first pencils. I got this for Pitagraph probably in 1992. I've been using it to draw comics for a very, very long time. I love keeping this guy around. So, what I do need is a tool. I am a tool using monkey. A tool. So I can use a tool just like I needed to, because I'm a tool using monkey. Use a dentist pick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from here. I'm going to pull the green out of here. Pull the dentist pick, put it in here, and just pop it up like that. And then that way, when it comes out, it just rolls right out of that pod. Right? And then I can just pull the dentist pick, or I can pull the green color out like that. Now over here, for reasons that are still beyond me, well, I kind of like this. I like the green on this guy. Maybe what I'll do is I'll keep and move the yellow over to the. That actually probably my better choice. So using the dentist pick through here, let's pull that out. You can probably guess that I have been using these pens for a year or two and learned how to disassemble these guys when I was a kid. Just saying. I'm trying to decide what colors do I want to put in here. All right, because I've already got orange in here. I think what I'll do is I'll take out maybe purple. Maybe purple. I'm loath to take out purple. But what goes better with pink and orange? So the blue is probably the odd man out on this guy. So take the dentist pick, put it inside there, pop out the blue. This is kind of a light blue anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the yellow and put them in here. There we go. So now this guy will have pink, purple, orange, and yellow. This guy's wild. Reassembled. This guy, they're both going to have pink and purple. But if you look, we now have quite a selection of colors because we've got blue, and they're both running pink and purple on here, which is fine. And blue, green, purple, and pink, and we get yellow, orange, purple, and pink. So those two run really well there. And you add this guy, and now we have, like I said, we're going to have dupes here, but we've got two now that are just running purple, or just running those. So I'm kind of thinking to replace the purple and the pink might not be a bad plan. But I don't know what colors I'd replace them with. The only one I really hate is black, generally speaking, because it's so boring. Black ink is so darned boring here, you know? It's like, But either way, these three will now be prepped for class. And they'll be ready to go for tomorrow's class. And that'll be awesome. And then I'll put the junk pencil up here in case I ever need a pencil. for class. Always put a junk pencil up there. Now, that works. And what I'll do is I'll put these guys back in here. And it's because, if nothing else, I don't want to lose the pens. So, there we go. Oh, naturally I put them in backwards. And well. Now I'll put the tool away. See, this guy was only special because he had purple, but I have purple, so I don't need to worry about him. Now, I do take this guy with me whenever I go to, like, hang out with Raphael and stuff. So I want to make sure I have in here, like, a silver marker for signing artwork and things like that, should that ever be a necessity. And things like that. Other than that, you need to be in there too. Inking pens for inking stuff. But these guys were in there and they don't need to be in there. I do like my Tombos, don't I? I think I got 3 Tombos. There. You'll be retired, even though I don't like to retire you. That's a gift from Asuka, who's one of my adopted kiddos from Japan. When she visited me, she knew I loved those multicolored pins, and so she gave me those. But this guy looks like he's actually probably even sealed up on the second sort of thing. There we go. That's better. So now it's pretty solid. It's my pencil case. I think the funniest part about my pencil case is it was a girl's pencil case. Like, as in when I looked it up online, I was like, I need a pencil case. And this was like, girl's pencil case. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Because I really don't care. It's exactly what I'm looking for. I just think things are funny whenever they do this is for girls. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take that anyway. I'm just going to need to take that anyway. That's the way this goes. Because you could say it's for girls, but, just saying. I'm fond of it too. So, all right, we've prepped that. Coming back over here to look at all the other things that need to be prepped as well. And planning for getting back organized in There we go. So, there we go. All right. How are we all doing out there tonight? How is everything? I'm getting kind of back in the feel of things again. And kind of squaring stuff up. I need to figure out how I've got the last few things to be figured out for class. Like I got to figure out my textbooks. So we're going to do that. As I spin up stuff for my textbooks, I try very hard not to put it up on the main monitor because it's, all of my stuff for school and my passwords and things like that. And that seems like a horribly bad idea. You know what I mean? I guess I have asked too much. Who knew? Now I'm waiting for everything to kind of figure it out. There's 15 updates for frickin' Discord. Guess so. Everything's all clogged up. Like my entire system just kind of choked up. What really sucks is that it stuck browser right in the freaking middle of two. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Uh-huh. All right. I am trying to figure out what I'm doing. What am I doing? Does anybody know? Nobody knows. Nobody Nobody knows. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm pushing buttons. Great. Every time I'm in the school system, I have to keep spinning up my authenticator, which requires me to give the thumbprint. Then it requires the login. Then it requires the thumbprint for the login. Then it's like, and then, like here, didn't even need me to use the authenticator. I loaded it all up. Because if you don't load the authenticator up, then it sends the signal to the authenticator, but the authenticator is closed. So you're like, really? All right. For advanced ethnographic field experience on the Silly Bus, there's no required textbook. All right. I like hearing that. It means I don't have to buy a textbook. Anthropology of language. Under its Silly Bus, this is a required course for the anthropology. Yeah, that's me. All right. I am looking for this. There we go. There we go. I go here, and we say you, and we go pork. That's what we want. I'm just getting all my books and putting them in the correct place for class, which now requires me to be over here. Here. Linguistic anthropology. Why is he not loading? That site can't be reached. I'll try this again. Yeah. We are still trying to prep for school over here, is what we're doing. This is us prepping for school. Okay, good. I was like, can you even hear me? I can't see all of my. I've got so many little windows up now. I'm definitely having problems. All right. We are clearly having problems. So I'm going to go on ahead and downgrade this stream because I'm having all kinds of communication issues at the moment. And I'm thinking I'm having a problem because of connection problems here. So what I'm going to do is dump the stream for the night. I will see you all tomorrow night, and I'll stay at school when. And as always, keep your eyes on the stars. Good night.